So let me read this short disclaimer. Our products are based on the theory of phototherapy. These statements are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. The content presented is for informational purposes only. Think back, remember, when you were a kid, life was so much fun. You were so full of energy and imagination. Life was full of play. But as we age, those everyday stress and responsibilities begin to take a toll. The older we get, the faster we age, and the slower we heal. By age 30, your stem cells have decreased approximately 50%. And by the age of 60, only a small percentage of your stem cells remain active. So what brought you here today? Are you concerned about your health? Are you tired of treating symptoms with drugs and chemicals? Are you searching for an all-natural alternative? Looking to get to the root cause of a particular issue? Or are you just simply wanting to live a better life? Okay, take a moment and ask yourself these questions. What is the one thing you would change about your health if you had the power to do so? What about the health of someone else? And what impact would that have on your quality of life? I finally found a simple way to take charge of my health and live younger. Introducing LifeWave X39 wearable light technology.
You are a powerhouse of growth, of new experiences. You just don't know it yet. Let's change that, shall we? With innovation at our core, we've reimagined what's possible. Harnessing the body's natural energy flow with light. Backed by clinical research, X39 stimulates the skin with low levels of light to elevate a key peptide linked to renovating and rejuvenating the body. This life technology supports improved movement, recovery, and overall health and well-being. You are Generation Awesome. Shifting paradigms and creating new ones. We always knew you had it in you. Now it's time to prove it to yourself. Your adventures are only beginning. Discover the power and simplicity of doing more with X39. Be the light. LifeWave.
So why use LifeWave patches? Well, they're safe and affordable. They're easy to use. They're non-invasive and drug-free. A patented form of phototherapy using specific light frequencies to improve your health. Support your body's innate ability to repair and regenerate. How does it work? The X39 patch is made up of organic amino acid crystals that hold a patented light frequency. When applied to the body, the patch is activated by your infrared light, which is your body's heat. The X39 patches reflect specific wavelengths of light that activate the GHK-Cu copper peptide. This is the scientific basis of our LifeWave X39 phototherapy patch. What are the best benefits of the X39 patch? Well, more energy. Wearing the X39 patch daily leads to an increase in cellular energy. You may even feel an increase in energy the first time you use the patch. Better sleep. Using X39 daily leads to an improvement in the quality of sleep. Experience a deeper, longer, and more restful sleep. Yes, X39 has been shown to improve memory, focus, and cognitive function. Pain relief. Soon after applying the patch, most people notice a reduction in pain, but with continued use, the benefits of X39 increase. Wound healing. X39 supports the natural wound healing process. Hair growth. Most customers experience an increase in the quality, quantity, and the speed of hair growth. Youthful vitality. Experience a healthier and more vibrant you. Wrinkle reduction. So take some pictures before and after. You'll see that you, over a period of time, have smoother skin, and it's noticeable at about 8 to 12 week period. Scar reduction. Yes, if you have any scars, take a before and after picture. This is phenomenal. It's called remodeling, which reduces the appearance of scars. Sports performance. Yes, using X39 improves both performance and recovery. Some individuals over 50 years old using X39 reported feeling stronger and more fit than they did in their 20s and 30s. LifeWave patches are now used by pro and amateur athletes around the world in almost every sport. The media has actually begun to notice, and you might too. Okay, I'm going to explain to you how to use the patches. You apply to a clean, dry skin area. You'll receive a little booklet that will show you where the best places are to put it. But you wear them for up to 12 hours. Put it on in the morning, take it off 12 hours later. During the next 12 hours, your body will begin to repair and rejuvenate. Throw that patch away or place it on your pet, and then put a new patch on and repeat daily. And make sure that you drink plenty of water. Real people get real results with X39. Okay, in these three pictures, we're showing you the surgery that was back in 2017, and then what the scar looked like in July of 2018. And then after wearing the patch for 1 month, this is what the scar looked like in August of 2018. Here's an example of a lady that took pictures on day 1, day 42, and day 355. These pictures actually speak for themselves. This lady took the picture on February 1st, February the 7th, February the 15th, February the 28th, and then you can see her neck in October of the same year. If you look at this picture, you can kind of see the mirror there on the left, and it's showing a before and after picture of how much his hair has grown. There's some pictures that speak for themselves. And yes, we do have patents and clinical studies and field results. Over 130 patents and over 90 published clinical studies on our patches. So what's the cost? Investing in your health and wellness. Well, I have figured out that you have two choices. You're either going to be proactive or reactive. So let me share the cost with you now. I highly recommend the wholesale pack pricing, and depending on the size of you or your family or your office, you can decide which package best suits your needs. What I normally do is recommend that people start with the core package and get the Dynamic Duo. That's 1 sleeve of X39 and 4 sleeves of Eon, which will get the inflammation out. Then just put them on a monthly subscription of X39 at a wholesale price. That is what I highly recommend. So let's talk a little bit about the company, which was established in 2004. Yes, we just celebrated our 20-year anniversary. LifeWave was started by the inventor, David Schmidt, who was tasked with keeping the Navy SEAL submarine crews alert without amphetamines and caffeine on these long missions for up to 30 or 60 hours at a time. He discovered that by using specific combinations of light, increased the energy and the stamina in the SEALs. David Schmidt is not only the inventor and founder, but he's also the CEO. As I mentioned, he developed the light technology for the U.S. Navy SEALs, and that patch package was called the Energy Enhancer. LifeWave was founded in 2004. Studied for 10 years with the most renowned stem cell university in the world. He studied with the National University of Ireland. 100 plus patents later, 90 plus clinical studies, he has developed a whole suite of light technology products, including the X39. Laboratories and manufacturing are in California and in Ireland. So let's just focus on this 20 years of anti-aging and regenerative science. So again, in 2002, he exclusively developed the energy enhancer for the Navy SEALs. And then in 2004, he founded LifeWave. In 2019, we launched X39. And in 2024, we opened new global headquarters in Draper, Utah. We're now available in over 80 countries, and we are growing. In fact, we're growing so fast, we also have a business opportunity that I'll just share with you quickly. The reason I think that LifeWave is such a unique and incredible opportunity is because X39 is unique. There is no competition. It's affordable. It works. It's been proven in 90 plus clinical studies. Our technology is patented, over 100 patents. It's all natural, non-invasive, just a small patch. They offer a generous compensation plan, over 3,000% growth in the last 4 years since X39 was launched. It is the fastest growing network marketing company in the world. This is the right time with the right product with the right company. We are growing so fast and we actually need your help. Even if you just want to help us enough to pay for your own patches, that's fine. We just really need some more people sharing this incredible information. So I'm going to pause right now and just share some testimonials with you.
Well, in 2017, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer, and I had 9 months of chemo, 6 weeks of radiation, and a double mastectomy. And by the end of it, I was blowing up from the steroids of chemo, like really a Michelin, you remember that Michelin tire guy or whatever, just, yeah, and I was in pretty bad shape. And then literally I thought to myself, well, at least it's all over and I'm going to be fine. Now I'll rebuild my body. Just to find out 6 months later that a piece of the breast cancer decided to come back poking out of the skin where one of the expanders were. And honestly, I was really, really devastated. I was sitting in my lazy boy chair, depressed. Not really sure, after doing all of this, I think I was in PTSD, just this anxiety about all of it. And that's when Dr. Rhonda Donahue came knocking on my door, and she brought to me the X39, and she literally brought me 10 of these, and she said, please put them on. Well, I love and trust her so much that I did what she told me. She said 12 hours on and 12 hours off. She said, put them right below the back of the neck and just put them on. They will activate your stem cells, make more, and reset them to a younger, healthier state. And my guess, Marcy, you need that right now. So I did what she told me to do. I put them on. Well, the first 2 days, Dr. Stacy, the taste of the 9 months of chemo came out of my mouth, the taste of the metal. I remember telling my friend, if this lasts more than 2 days, I have to take these patches off. And it was so weird. By the end of the second day, the taste went away. It detoxed it in me in 2 days, Doc. But then the miracle in day 10 for me was that PTSD, the post-traumatic stress of this reoccurrence, just went away. I really didn't know if I was living or dying. I'm just being honest. I didn't know then what was going to happen to me. And I didn't care because I felt 20 again in my mind. And I literally was in my lazy boy chair going, what am I going to do? I feel good. I feel like I'm 20. I love to create in business. I think I need to share this. And I literally called up Dr. Rhonda and I said, Rhonda, let's build this. Let's share this with everyone because I'm feeling good again. And I think we can help a lot of people. And we just started sharing it. We wrote a list and we started sharing it. That was 3 years ago. And we've helped like 40,000 people now.
Just to give you a little bit about my first experience with LifeWave was with the pain patch, which had gone to Wingy for some pain, and I could not travel anywhere over 2 hours without my left knee just being in pain, having to stop, having to slowly get out of the car. Like, it was just, trips were miserable if it was over 2 hours. My son played football, so we were traveling 5 to 10 hours to whatever stadium he was playing at. Well, I started putting the pain patches on this left knee in a certain spot. And I just noticed that I could travel without having to prop my leg up, prop my knee up, you just take out, just all these things that you had to do just to prepare for the trip. One trip. And I was like, this is amazing. I can travel. It doesn't hurt. I can get out of the car. I can go to the rest area. I can do all the things. So that was my first, experience, which was a lifesaver. He's no longer playing football, but I still travel a little bit. So I'm still using those.
First off, I'm no stranger to back pain. And when I was 18 years old, I compressed my spine in a motorcycle accident, lived most of my adult life with back pain, but learned to manage it, over time and healing. But in 2021, I had an annular tear in my back. I literally, just above the belt line, I had ripped a disc and it was absolutely debilitating. I couldn't walk for 24 hours until I could get the disc put back into place and stretch it out. But I went to my chiropractor, and he said it was going to take me at least a couple of years to heal up. And he said, if don't pick up anything heavier than like a gallon of milk, because it would just be pretty debilitating, and it would get worse. But and even picking up a cup of coffee was enough to just really tell that there was some major issues there. And that was in August of 2021. And last year, my wife and I, we were able to acquire a nutritional supplement in a wellness center here in Wasilla, Alaska, called All About Herbs. And that's when we were introduced to the LifeWave X39 by one of the staff members. And I got to meet Kathleen on a Zoom call, and she was sharing all this information with us. It was just going right over my head, and we were on a sea of overwhelm. And she's like, well, we're going to be up there in Alaska in a week or two, and come join us at this symposium where a doctor had integrated the patches within his practice. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. And it's like a 5-hour drive to the Kenai Peninsula. And, I was still dealing with my annular tear, and I had been taking curcumin, a turmeric extract that knocked down the pain naturally without, taking pain pills that were, prescription drugs or anything. And driving for 5 hours, and I get out of the car and I'm going, yeah, that hurt. Now I get to go sit in the symposium for another couple hours. Really looking forward to that. We got in there and they started sharing the patches. And I'm kind of going, okay, yeah, sure, and my wife and I talked a little bit about it, and we kind of called it snake oil, because I'd done magnets and I've done other stuff in years past. And so they got to this ice wave patch, and Kathleen, she said, anybody in pain? And I went, well, yeah, that would be me. She's like, well, let's put this on you, and and we got to move it around occasionally, either in a 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or a 12 o'clock position about 3 inches away with these two different patches. And she was putting the one patch. She's like, well, where's the pain? And I pointed right to the spot where my annular tear was. And she put the patch on there, the tan one and the white one, in a 12 o'clock position. And I said, well, how long is this going to take to work? And she's like, yeah, about 30 seconds. I was like, yeah, no way. Snake oil. But, and I gave it a full minute. And I'm like, nope, hasn't moved. And she said, well, we just got to move it. So she moved it to my 3 o'clock position to the left. And God's honest truth, 35 seconds later, I went, well, that's just strange. My pain just moved. And she's like, well, where's the pain? And I said, well, it's down over by my sciatica on the left side. And she said, well, that's where we put the white patch. And she put the white patch on there, and, again, God's honest truth, drove all the way home, no pain.
So the X39 patch secret is out. You now know what we have. Get back with the person who invited you and get your questions answered. Commit to try X39, and with our risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose and your health to gain. Enjoy enhanced quality of life. Change the trajectory of your aging and your finances. Share the good news about X39. Join us and join our global wellness community. Thank you so much for your time, and let's go help a lot of people, starting with you.